What's up guys, and welcome to the first episode of a brand new series. I'm going to be playing as WCW in July 1994 and dropping my phone, because that's great. That's what I needed right now. We're going to be playing as the man, the myth, the legend himself. Hulk Hogan debuts in WCW. So we're going to run through his tenure in this company from day one. And this company, we're going to make it from where the big boys play to where the even bigger boys play even bigger games. Didn't think that analogy through. So, a couple of bits of housekeeping before we start. I'm going to do all of these, I'm writing out custom angles and the like. So we're just going to be running through the actual results. Also, I'm signing people. I don't necessarily want you guys to know who I'm signing until we're going to use them. So you'll have to wait and see where everything is going. So, we see Hulk Hogan. Calm down. We see Hulk Hogan, who is in Disneyland, which is actually Disney World in Florida. I got the name wrong. Signing his WCW contract. He has a big party followed by a huge ticker tape parade for the Magical Kingdom. The announcers hype up that Hogan, he's the biggest star in the history of wrestling ever. And I got 100 A-star for opening segment, so that's pretty good. Suddenly all the money we spent on Hogan makes sense. Then in a decent match, Johnny B. Bad defeats Paul Roma in 11-13 by pinfall with a shooting star press, which is probably the bad something. We'll call it the bad intentions. I don't think that was the bad intentions. People who know what Johnny B. Bad called his shooting star press, put in the comments. I was betting he didn't do it until he was Mark Merrill or something. Arn Anderson is in the backstage area. He's giving an interview to Gene Okerlund when he's rudely interrupted by DDP and the Diamond Doll. Page blows a cigar smoke into Arn's face. Ooh, what an evil man. So I've actually written out, for promos, I've written out, sort of like a rough, not like a script, but in the format of a script anyway. So we start with DDP, who's like, listen, Grandad, you're yesterday's news. All you've ever been was Ric Flair's friend. Ooh, now it's time to move. Now it's time you moved aside for a real star, Diamond Dallas Page. Double A, he goes, you listen here, boy, and DDP's like, oh, what cat? I'm one of the top people in this company. I didn't get to where I am in the business by talking. If you have a problem with me, if you think you can beat me, I don't actually like that. Yeah, I'll leave it the way it is. And make a name for yourself and prove it next week on WCW Saturday Night. Ooh. DDP accepts the challenge, says you're on, old timer. Next week I'll embarrass you. Ain't that right, Diamond Doll? The Diamond Doll eagerly holds up a 10 plus placard. For those of you that weren't watching at the time, DDP's gimmick was he had the Diamond Doll, which is Kimberly. She would stand outside the ring and she would score his moves and give him 10 plus for anything, basically. And then his opponent, it'd be like, does like a Phoenix splash and it's 1. DDP does a clothesline, 10 plus. I quite like it. I'm kind of sad no one really does it. I know you've got Ty Dillinger with a 10 placard, but I mean, like having someone outside rating your moves. That's really good. He walks off with the Diamond Doll as Gene and Arn shake their heads in disgust. Young people, am I right? So I got a 79. Be pretty pleased with that. So in a decent match, we have the Nasty Boys defeating the Armstrong Brothers in 7-4A. Brian Knobbs defeated Brian Armstrong by pinfall. God, that's not confusing. In terms of in-ring work, Jerry Sachs was head and shoulders above everyone else. So Brian Knobbs was off his game and he sustained a broken jaw. Did one of the Armstrongs cause that? No. You're lucky, Armstrongs. I would have fired you. No one hurts the friend of our biggest star. The decent match, Jim Duggan defeated Bobby Eaton at 9:32 by pinfall while running clothesline tackle. They have great chemistry. That's really good. I got a 66. Then we cut backstage to Sting. He gives us a short promo. I'm going to take a drink before I read this, because I'm really thirsty. Sting, he's, cutting his little promo. He goes, wow, wow, wow. I can't do the Owen Wilson way as good as I used to. Probably because my throat is a bit messed up. Oh, excuse me. The Hulkster's here in WCW. I'm excited to fight by your side, Hulk, and if we ever have to lock horns, we'll blow the roof off the arena. What is this accent? First, I got some unfinished business. Ric Flair, seems to me every step of my career there's the nature boy trying to stop the stinger. You pay me for that big gold bell you wear around your waist, but I'm coming for it, and I'm gonna have all the little stingers behind me. I'm gonna win the belt back and show I'm the best wrestler once again. Still don't know what that accent is. Kinda weird that I did that for no reason, but I got a 98. Pretty decent. I feel like just to give people like an idea of, well, I'll leave it for now. You'll like, if you're wondering certain things about the series, it'll make sense in about 4 episodes or 3, or is it 5? Whenever the first pay-per-view is, a lot of things are going to make sense. Okay? Trust me. In a decent match, Ricky Steamboat defeated Jean-Paul Levesque in 7:58 by pinfall with a diving crossbody, getting us a 71. And we head backstage now to Cactus Jack and Kevin Sullivan, who are our tag champions. For those of you that aren't aware, I'll quickly fill you in. Kevin was teaming with David, his brother. David got injured by the Nasty Boys, so Cactus Jack and Kevin Sullivan, Cactus Jack standing in for David, won the WCW tag titles from the Nasty Boys. So we start with Kevin, who says, "Nasty Boys, when you injured my brother David, you set off something inside of me. Now me and Cactus, we're hardly friends. But Bash at the Beach, we're going to put those differences aside. Their sole similarity is they enjoy inflicting pain on others." Ooh, scary. Sags, Knobs, at Bash at the Beach, you will know pain. Ooh. Oh jeez, I forgot. It's been a while since I wrote this because I've had to re-record this. Because the first time I did it, the audio went weird. I thought about just dubbing it over, but I couldn't be bothered. I managed to find the save file from beforehand. Cactus then says, "We've got something special for you, Nasty Boys. For your Nasty Boys." I actually kind of like your Nasty Boys. I might actually use that later on in a promo. Make a note of that. Oh, I can use the in-game notepad, can't I? Have someone call the Nasty Boys. Like I'm thinking someone says, like, "You're nasty, boys." Like, "You're nasty, boys." Yeah. That's not awful. God, that's really bad. So anyway, they're issuing a challenge. Meet us in the ring at Bash of the Beach for a street fight. Anything goes. There must be a winger. A winger? Oh God. It's the first time I've recorded in a while. If you can't tell. I mean, you can tell. Bang bang. There's not anything after that. No. So I got 73 B minus. Pretty decent. And then about that had great wrestling and good heat. Sting defeated Steve Austin in 16 minutes by pinfall with a bulldog. I got 76. Pretty good. And then we get Hulk Hogan's new WCW theme. He's American made. God, I kind of love and hate that theme at the same time. He makes his way to the ring in his signature red and yellow. The fans are jubilant to see the Hulkster in WCW. He gets handed a microphone. "Well, let me tell you something, brother. Hulkster was hanging at the beach bar, dude, when he looked up at the TV and saw WCW. Where the big boys plays? Well, my invite must have gotten lost in the mail, dude. So I hopped on my motorbike and drove across the US of A, brother." Small scatterings of USA chants start up. "Now, brother, the Hulkster drove all the way from Venice Beach right to Atlanta, dude. I broke down the door of the CNN Center, marched right into Ted's office. And I looked Ted straight in the eye and I said, 'Brother Ted, Hulkster wants to wrestle the best. WCW is the best in the world right now. Hogan wants to face him. Now I'm here and I'm issuing a challenge to WCW. Show me what you got, dudes.'" Oh, God. I don't know why I'm reading the promos this way. His theme hits again. "American made, American made, American made. American made, American made, American made. He's American made." Okay, now I need to work out how I can actually write the American males theme about Hulk Hogan. but American made, as I'm going to call his theme now, is cut off by the strains of also Sprek Zarathustra. It's Ric Flair. Oh, the WCW World Heavyweight Champion makes his way to the ring in a suit, because he's classy, with a microphone in hand. Hogan. What was that? Why did my voice go so weird when I said Hogan? Hogan. Okay, I'm going to have to take a drink. I'm very sorry, guys. Anyway, let's see if that's a bit better. Hogan, you want to challenge WCW? You want to challenge the best? You're looking at it. I'm the Nature Boy. Woo! Oh god, I can't even woo properly. I'm the franchise of this company. I've been the world's champion 12 times over. That's double what you've won, Hogan. You want to fight the best? Bash of the Beach. Ric Flair. Woo! Hogan. Woo! The WCW World Title. Woo! You want to see where the big boys play? Oh god, this is really hard to read out with my throat. I'll show you and send you back to that joke about company you crawled here from. Woo! God, I was thinking about maybe reading these in a bit more of a dramatic reading sort of sense, but maybe when my throat's a little better, I'll do that. Listen, Flair, dude, I just got one question for you, Jack. What are you gonna do at Bash of the Beach when Hulk Hogan and thousands of Hulkamaniacs run wild over you? I always picture, when I get to run wild over you, I always picture the one, I can't mind what rumble it is, but if you watch it, Hogan goes like, when they're gonna rumble over you, and that's all I can think of, so I start going Now let's just hype up his amazing dream match that you'll only see in WCW. I wish us a nice time and see you next week. So, we'll be back. Well, we won't be back next week. There weren't enough attractive females on our show to satisfy your core male audience. Need to remember that. Increased our popularity in 30 regions. We've got an 82. Now, we have a B show. So, we'll stop here and we'll pick back up with WCW main event. And welcome back. We are at WCW main event. We open up with Johnny B. Bad. He's backstage with Mean Gene. Mean Gene asks him, Johnny B. Bad, what do you say to those out there who say you aren't in the top tier of WCW? Personally, I think they're talking out of their rear ends. Language. Johnny B. Bad says, thanks, Mean Gene. You see the way I see it? Johnny B. Bad has been missing one thing to finish off his look. I got the hair, I got the teeth, I got the clothes. I need the gold. Just to let you know, he is totally motioning to each part as he says it. I've had opportunities in the past, but I've always come up short. I want to go out there and show what I've got. To do that, I'm just going to issue the challenge right now. Steven Regal, I want to face you for the television championship. Then I want to win the US, the world, any title I can. And I want to show why it's bad to be good. Trademark WCW 1994. Oh no, it's so good to be bad. Is that what I said? It's so good to be bad. God, that's a terrible catchphrase, all of it. In a terrible match, Craig Pittman defeated Joey Maggs in 4-11 by pinfall, which got fair 9. Meng and Terry Funk attacked Dustin Rhodes backstage, leaving him down and out. So, I'm planning to write the majority of the angles, but for things that are just, backstage attacks and the like, we're just going to use the default ones, unless we want specifics. It's just literally Meng and Terry Funk beating up Dustin Rhodes. A terrible match. Lord Steven Regal defeated Bobby Walker in 5-10 by submission with a Regal stretch. He makes defense number 1 of his WCW World Television Championship. Following his victory, he grabs the microphone. Listen here, you plebeians. I can't do a Regal posh accent, but I'll do a pseudo posh accent. I want to address that ludicrous Johnny B. Bad. He says that he's a challenge for my television championship. I find this gobsmacking. I'm like more of a fat posh man. With like a pipe and like a mustache. How could a silly fool, the kind you Americans seem to love, boo, possibly match me? I will accept your challenge for when I beat Bad and Bash at the Beach. I'll hopefully teach you Americans an important lesson. Flamboyance is no substitute for intelligence. Like that's when he starts smoking the pipe again. That was terrible. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. The bout had terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat. Bunkhouse Buck defeated Frankie's Lancaster. Yeah, Lancaster in 702 by pinfall. Your Bunkhouse Buck is a good pairing with Colonel Robert Parker. Meow 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 meow. I love Colonel Parker. He's like a southern dandy. He's great. I got 40. Vader attacks the Guardian Angel in the ring. He's just out in the ring, doing something. And he leaves him down and out, which got 67. Then, I think this is our main event. Oh god, I hope it is. Otherwise I'll look really silly. In a decent match, Paul Orndorff defeats Marcus Alexander Bagwell in 11:26 by pinfall in a 62 yet end show. There weren't enough attractive women to satisfy our core male audience. We'll have to look into that. But I got a 59. So I hope you've enjoyed this first episode of this series. If you did, give it a like. That'd be super cool of you. If you have any suggestions for how I could format it, anything else you'd like to see maybe, you could leave a comment. That'd be super cool. If you want to see all the other stuff I could do, but all the stuff I could do, all this other stuff I do. If you want to see all the stuff I do, why not click the subscribe button? And then you click that little notification bell thing. And then when you're watching this in 20 years and YouTube is completely different, I don't know, plug it into your brain or something, I don't know. Like, do whatever it is then, so then you get all the videos and you get notifications when I post and you're like, wow, Mild, this is a hot, tasty new video. I'm gonna inject it right into my brain. Sorry, I went on a bit of a weird tangent there. Yeah, so this series, it's going to be a bit different. It's going to be a bit strange, I think, as it goes on. Hopefully you guys hope how you like how things are going to play out. Some of you might have picked up on, why I want to do it and what I'm going to do with it. And if you have, well done you. And I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!